Hey traders, welcome back to another video. My name is Jay and today we'll be starting the first video in our series Free Indicator Friday. So the idea behind this series, I wanted to create indicators to help you guys with your trading, and on a Friday I would do a video showing you how the indicator works, and then you could head across to my MQL5 where you could download the indicator and test it out yourself. So today we'll be looking at the Larry Connor's RSI 2 trading strategy. So let me just jump straight into the charts, load it up, and then we'll go over how it works. Alright, so let me just go over the strategy itself first. So the system itself is pretty simple. There are three indicators that we use. We use the 200 period exponential moving average to determine the direction of the trend. We use the 5 period exponential moving average to determine where we will close our open position, and then we would use the RSI with a period of 2, and the levels would be set to 95 for the upper level and 5 for the lower level. So an example of a trade would be if the market is down, meaning we have closed, the bars are closed below the 200 period exponential moving average, so we're in a downtrend. We would look for the RSI, which is the period at 2, to close above 95, and then we would enter sell, and then when price closes below the 5 period exponential moving average, we exit the trade, and that's how simple it is. The system doesn't use a stop, so it's something that you need to pay attention to manage, which is why I recommend trading on a higher time frame. Daily is ideal, so you could just look at it one time for the day. There's no hassle, right? And your lot sizing should be determined by 1% of your account for 180 hour for the previous candle. Now, if you don't know how to calculate the average true range, I would recommend using in the vicinity of 1 micro per 100 or 1 micro per 500 should be fine, right? But using the ATR is the ideal way to calculate lot size, right? So let me just load it onto the charts and you could get an example of some trades. So here we are on the euro dollar on the daily chart. If we load the indicator on the about section, you could click right here, which is Shasha Technology, that is my business, and you could head across to the MQL5 marketplace to see this and other indicators and exports that I have uploaded. The only inputs that you have access to is the colors of how the indicator plots. I didn't want to make it where people could start complicating themselves and changing a lot of stuff. We're sticking with the root strategy here. So let's just load it up and we will take a closer look at some of the trades. So you can see right here we have 2 arrows plotted. Now the reason that I did it where multiple entries would be plotted is because I wanted to leave it open for personal preference, right? So you as a trader would make a personal preference at this point, whether you want to trade only the first signal or you want to take a position for all the signals until it is closed. Me personally, my portfolio that I manage, this strategy works and it takes all the open positions until the exit signal comes up. So for example here, I would have taken both of these trades and then both of them would have exited here. Now this is just my personal preference, but you could trade one or you could trade all the signals that comes up, right? This is not martingale and this is not a grid trading system. This is just scaling in to get a better price before the trade comes to an end. So let's look at how this plots. So the arrows plot when the bar is closed, and this is something that a lot of people make a mistake with. You don't enter a trade before the previous bar is closed, especially if that is the bar that you're using to determine your entry, because the bar could go up So let's say, for example, just use this as an example. The price could have gone up here and an arrow start to show. The arrow wouldn't be fixed until this bar is closed. So when the price drops back down, the arrow would disappear, right? Because at that point in time, it didn't close above 95. So it's very important that you wait until the bar is closed and then trade and you start on the following bar. So for example here, when this bar closes, you are entering and the start of this candle, which is right here, right? Your close would have been at this point, you would have made about 85 pips, right? Your second signal was here, so it would have been on the start of this candle. So in total, this would have been 85 pips and this would have been an additional 200 pips. So this is almost a 300 pip move from these two signals, right? If we delete that and we look at this signal right here, we got the signal on this bar, so you would be entering on the start of the red bar here, and we close when price closes below this line. So this trade would have been about 195 pips. And this is basically how the strategy itself works. You take the first bar after the signal and then you wait until the close of the first bar below the 5 period. So let's look for a buy signal. So let's see right here. So this is a perfect example of all the trades not working out. Now remember, trading is risky and having losing trades is just your business expense of being a trader. So in this instance, we would have buy here, so we would have taken a position here and then we would take a position here and we would not have closed until this bar. So this is 65 and then so this is about a 200 pip loss. Now yes, that sounds like a lot, but this system is between 70 and 80% profitable depending on the symbol that you trade on. So you could have seen we had that losing position, but let's look right here. So this trade here now would have been 7 and 53. Then we would have an additional, what this was, 30. So the losses are made up pretty quickly, right? We would have taken a trade here and a trade here and closed off here. So this was 65 and 140. So it's a 200 pip gain. So this is how the system works. There are a lot more winners than losers, and it makes back up for itself pretty quickly. So let me look at the pound dollar now, because a lot of people trade the pound dollar and is one of the better symbols to trade as well. So we load it onto this chart and we would look at some trades. So just by eyeballing it, this was a positive trade. These two trades were positive trades. This was a positive trade as well. You have 3 entries here, so that was a positive trade. So you have a lot more. This was a positive trade as well. This was a positive trade as well. You have a lot more positive trades than negative trades. So it's just to stick with the system and manage risk by using proper lot sizing, and yeah, you should be good to go. This is one of the very popular trading strategies that made a lot of money in the past, and it seems to keep doing so moving forward in the future. So you guys could head across to the MQL5. The link would be in the description. You can download it and test it out on different time frames, different strategies. I would advise, like with anything else, test it on a demo until you are comfortable using it, and then go live. All right. If you have any ideas for an indicator, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know. I would code it into an indicator and then we would do it on an upcoming Friday, and you could download it on the MQL5 marketplace for free. So there you have it, guys. That is it for this video. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.